fight over, and Kana will pick up the POG on Gnar.
Which is basically a flip from last game, because the DRX comp, they won a group. This is a tasty Silas angle though. It's some good ults on the opposing team.
And it is also something that can go towards the top side as well. Still a fair bit of flexibility.
And
this is rough, actually.
Yeah.
I was actually going to praise DRX for locking in the Gnar because Seraphine Scion is free win territory. Aggressive is going to wrap all the way around. You can see BAO and Becca not getting wind of this just yet as the crashdown comes through. Carrier with a really nice stun spear, not going to connect, but BAO still taking a lot of damage. The empowered pounce and the ignite going to come in, but the answering kill is there for BAO.
And it goes to BAO, it doesn't go to Becca.
Oh, beat drop is going to connect here as Faker gonna have to watch out. Doesn't say eat just yet as the bowling ball will be successful in that one. Carrier can crash down as well. He's gonna flash on in. You were talking about the lack of flash. Certainly going to be important as Faker finds the abscond, but able to body block is Becca, so BAO will survive this time.
To actually execute well on the play. Sulkai's ultimate.
Yeah, does actually find it here onto Faker. The beat drop's going to connect as well, and Faker, you can't Kingslayer enough out of that one. The watch out Eve is not going to be watched out of. And look, Teddy has a lead because he stayed alive, right? BAO didn't get so lucky as Carrier going to find the attract repel stump. There's the flash on in from Kyoshik. It's a very sleepy Rel, and they're looking to try and take her down. No flash available. Becca secures it.
Was one of the very few that was always happy to pick it up. Faker, you're not level 6 yet.
Pretty unfortunate situation, but still, he's looking for it. 2 levels down, finds level 6 here.
Use the encore, you can use it so well.
Well, the train is going to come on through here. The flash is going to have to come out, but the damage still connects. Kingen has Mega, and Kyoshik is in the area. As here on the top side, bit of a battle as Kana not going to get pushed into turret range, but does have to flash the bowling ball. Cuzz in the area. DRX immediately know that by the movement.
They provide you with a lot of threat. Faker.
Yep, Becker is actually rotating in. The Encore just going to 100% miss as Cuzz looking for it one more time. Very dead is the Gnar as Faker's just going to teleport out. Says goodbye to everyone. And now he's backing on the top side of the...
That's a heist.
Yeah,
that's a successful one as the top side play works out.
And Kana can just like always take heal ignite. That was what he did every time.
Capitalization here of the lack of flash that was forced earlier. Nice drift by Kana. Sign is not traditionally you think of as good setup for Nidalee shots, which in of itself is crazy because, as I was trying to say earlier before...
Ow! Yeah, one more of them, he's dead.
Yeah, if he gets hit by... Yeah, that okay, well, T1 hit the spike, so maybe we were just a bit premature. Gonna try and make it work now. However, Elder's gonna come up here.
Yep. Faker actually avoiding a lot of Sulker's poke as well. And does flash. So. He's going to lose the turret, but Teddy's still zoning BAO and Becker away from this one. And Faker now has a bit of a free lane. Sulker went back to base as BAO once again soaking spears.
Synergy that those two have. Guardian is still up. This is not an easy dive for T1. Featherstorm clans all available.
Well, there's a chains of corruption as the crashdown says goodbye to the Rakan. You said it's...
What?
Did that look difficult? It just didn't look that difficult to me, I'm not going to lie. As now Faker finds a Featherstorm. He'll be able to answer BAO, but not before he kills him. Throws that one out. The feathers go a little bit further away, but he can't recall them anyway, so he doesn't even mind. As that's a big old Gnar into the wall, but you can see this. He does manage to grab the kill on the Kana, but now that's a very angry zombie that's looking for him, and Faker will pick this one up. I don't know how they do it, Chronicler, but T1, they found this mid-game skirmish. And let's see whether this can help them snowball.
They still don't have a gold lead. That's how bad the game was going. So much gold gets funneled into DRX's pockets. And I took, yeah, you've Cleanse and Featherstorm available. Sure.
Fade away Chains of Corruption, by the way.
Yeah. Becca doesn't have those things. So Becca gets locked down with a really nice play from Teddy. And then going in here, you know, if it works, it works. It's a bit aggressive. Kana knows he's going to die at the moment that he goes for that play. Kingen is able to, at the very least, pick up a kill on the sign, but pays for it with his own life. So in the end, it's a 3-for-1 trade, which you're happy with as T1. Kyoshik shoving out mid lane. No way, get an ultimate and keep that going for as long as you can.
Oh, Becca pops! What the heck was that? Oh no, but the Encore is going to connect onto Teddy. He's going to be taken down. Solka answers very nicely, and now Kingen into position. Bowling ball blocked by a minion. Taken a lot of abuse, to be perfectly honest, this series. As the train's going to come on forward. The engage from Becca comes out first now, as Kanna is actually going to be able to disengage very effectively, but Carrier gets denied his all in. That's a huge Encore as Becca going to go down first, but Kingen says, Kanna, you can do it. I can do it too. Kanna gets into the back line, not quite able to get the work done. Double kill for Pyoshik now, as this is the DRX team fighting comp. Faker now looking for his ability to get in. Does manage to land it. Kingslayer goes down as well, but he's extraordinarily low and will be taken out by Kingen. Cuzz and Kanna now trying to do what they can. It's closer than it could have been, but Kanna should be taken out. The damage threats are now gone for T1. And Solka is just a disgusting heal battery, able to keep everyone alive.
You're not winning the long run. And what we're seeing here is that it's Becca who initially has a really nice setup. Due to the ultimate from Sai, you're not actually able to capitalize on that at all. But I want to draw attention to Kingen, because the amount of damage that man finds is insane. As we see the back-to-back encores, look at this.
Just massive.
If he didn't get exhausted, I think the team fight is just over right there and then, and you get the Baron, 100%, that's DRX. Instead, we get this extended skirmish, and this is what Silas kind of wants to be. But the problem to me is, sure, this is what Silas wants to be, but Seraphine doesn't mind it whatsoever either.
Yeah, and she's flashing now, at this point of the team fight. And I think a lot of it comes down to the fact that Faker's ulti got completely sidestepped, right? And then Solka hits two people, two of the ideal people. The other two...
Mechanical moments at the end very well, as Kingen goes in and stays alive no matter what. Carrier.
Yeah, still looking for more, as the Encore is going to come down just onto Carrier. He has a stopwatch. We'll see whether he can keep himself alive. Doesn't, of course, have his flash available, and the Rel is just going to fall down. The train comes through again as Kanna tries to split up this fight, but now Cuzz is in trouble. Pyoshik just toying with him. See the Baron going down to about 2.5. We could just be flipping it here as DRX still on it. And that is going to be secured by Pyoshik. T1 now moving out of the area. Give them their engage opportunity. And the slower DRX play this, the smarter they are, as BAO is going to be tagged by that Q. Spear just pops out! What the hell was that? What? Okay, I guess that, I mean, maybe that's how you win. That's the counter siege. Do you know what you do? You one-shot people with your spear. Fluke. It just keeps working, but you know eventually it ain't going to. I just don't know when it's not going to if Cuzz does stuff like this. Oh my goodness.
Look at that Elf.
As Teddy does finally get on over, but yeah, like, how do you even get here?
But
yes,
it might trade for soul.
Well, let's see whether Kanna can actually stop them from getting on in. This Baron is just dead, and now they have to try and get out of the area. The sleep comes through. There's the grand entrance as Kanna tries to help him. Another spear going to find a victim as the Scion's taken down. Faker also dies very early, and now Teddy is by himself. He'll be taken out, and now T1 need to try and save the Barons. This is going to be Cloud Soul. But as someone with a fair bit of Cloud Soul experience, it's not exactly the highest of value.
The mid lane inhibitor, which is the least relevant. As Kanna is on zoning duty, you give him up every single time.
Did it? It did. It connected onto Faker.
And that's why he dies.
That's actually pretty ridiculous.
And then we get the follow-up, the chain CC. Cuzz gets a very nice last little play as Teddy might be fine here, not with Pyoshik also jumping over the wall, unfortunately for him.
Pyoshik played that absolutely. That's kind of getting snared up. Now Kingen looking for a little bit, but that tower already falls, and Solka is getting chunked down. Faker, Kingslayering on top of Kingen here as the quickness is stolen away. He gets gnawed into the wall. Faker can still go golden, but he just doesn't. Oh no. Caught.
A teleport flank isn't really available here.
When these piercing arrows hit, man, like, this is where it's dangerous. And Kingen says no, Teddy! Immediately, QSS flash to get himself out. The Encore is good, but Kanna is tanking everything. Still, it is going to most likely be the end of his life. No, he gets himself the shield and just takes the train to safety. Turret not going to be so lucky, though. Insane damage. It's okay. That is the cleanse having to be used, or the QSS, sorry. Onto Teddy as Kingen only finds one with the ultimate, and now you've got Kanna finding that backline. Teddy pretty much zoned away from this one, though, with BAO just fighting this one front to back. And Kingen is deciding on his way of taking this victory. Solka gonna have to walk on back as Teddy finds a few autos, a few piercing arrows. But as you can see, DRX take control of the area. They take their pick. And they get all of the heals as well.
Look at those health bars, Atlas. You might think there's a cloud or an ocean soul rather in this game. Absolutely not. There's just Seraphine coming to full force. Now ultimate available for Faker. This needs to be a hero play that I've ever seen. Otherwise, you're not going to make it here.
I've seen this from Faker before. We've all seen this from Faker before, but this is in a 4v5 with this level of compositional gap. And that is going to be the Baron secured for DRX. Chains of Corruption do connect, and now the train is drifting forward, but misses, actually crashes a little bit too early there. But T1 do have control of this area. Can they steal away the Elder Drake? It just goes down to BAO. Picks up the double. Faker's already dead. Becca steals the last one. DRX will win game 2. And I thought this was a pretty comfy way to get a 3-0 for T1. But DRX have done it. They found the draft. They found the final team fight, and despite it not necessarily looking convincing, in the end it will be DRX tying up the series.
And in game number 1 you get away with it, Atlas. In game number 2 you get appropriately punished.
Absolutely.
Seraphine makes it through the draft, and DRX show why this team is in the playoffs in the first place. Yes, we did not see this DRX for the second round. Sure thing. But when it comes to playoffs, the only thing that matters is how you're playing right now. And right now, it's 1-1.
Yeah, it absolutely is. DRX, I think that, you know, many of the comments after this will be about what the heck was the draft, what were we doing. Seraphine is ridiculous, and late game, of course, the Xayah just does a fair bit of work, but look at that 9 damage. Damn, that's pretty ridiculous. 29k as well for Pyoshik, who I think also had a pretty amazing time on the Rift this time.
Kingen will win the POG with that Gnar performance. I think Gnar has been having a really great day of sustainability coming out for DRX in order to always win the team fight, especially in the later phase. And Kingen picked up 8 votes out of 9 in order to win that POG.